Welcome to Jacksonville, annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. The Gators and the Dogs. You put them together on a football field, sparks fly and memories are made. This is the kind of game that can help define an entire season. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. Gators will kick it away to get this game going. Bringing it out, it's Branch. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Looking for a gap. That's Frazier. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Short throw complete to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Big throw by the quarterback off the RPO. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
The Dogs will send their punt team onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And a low line drive, ugly punt. And the ball spotted down near the 50. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Looking for some space. It's Ball. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage. And they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. With the catch, it's Wilson. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but, man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Makes the ground. It's Wilson. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The Gators will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. We're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Now the border battle goes back to 1915. Over the years, this Dogs-Gators tussle has been interesting. One side's had the upper hand, the other side gets it back. Can't wait to see what unfolds today.
Chris, I just love this game every single year down in Jacksonville. The tailgating is phenomenal. What a scene, the way they split the stadium in half. But let's face it, not a lot of great games in recent years. Hopefully we're in store for a memorable one today.
To the air, it's Stockton. It's intercepted, tried to fire it into a tight window. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year. He is not going to squander this chance.
The comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Using his legs, it's Ball. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, we'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Crucial third down play right here. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
With 3rd down and short, they decide to throw the football. Roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. To throw, it's Lagway. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they have exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
And the Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Florida.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to pass. It's Lagway. He finds his man.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver's past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
The Gators moving quickly down the field here. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11. From the shotgun, drops back. He's got it right near the end zone. He will score! Touchdown, Gators! That is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. First play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Throw to the running back in the flat. The gain is 5, so it's second and 5 now.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That completion makes it second and medium. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I don't know if it's the defense that's impacting him, but this quarterback is really struggling. Already has thrown a pick. His mechanics seem to be off. His footwork isn't in sync. Almost to another pick. Boy, he's going to have to make some kind of adjustments.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Grab near the sticks. It's Humphreys. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball under the 36.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. They stop him, but it's a 1st down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
This one goes nowhere. Why can he get back to the line of scrimmage?
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Bringing pressure. The tight end has got it. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Short on the 7th play of this drive. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Caught near the sticks. It's Branch. They make the tackle, but the offense set up for the first down in the red zone.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Jones. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. First and goal, handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Second and goal for the offense. They'll try the option play here. Stop at the line, still a few yards short from Pater. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Ball spotted at the 5 for this 3rd and goal play. Toss play to the running back going left. And the defense brings him down.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance. Try to get that touchdown.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. To the air. It's Stockton. On 4th down, a short toss to the running back. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, that's how you close a half up. And what a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The BAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Let's a fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
So one play moves the ball to the 38, another 1st down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. A deep shot to the left side. Pulls it in outside the 10. He's still running.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a 1st down.
And now the defense decides to spend the timeout to regroup a bit. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And that one's straight down the middle.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Bringing it out, it's Branch. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Enough for one more play in the half. The DB's backing off from the line now. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. Dropping back, it's Stockton. The pass rush closing in. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he'll be brought down as time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Florida 10, Georgia 7.
The Bulldogs will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Daniels. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. A serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on third down. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
The Gators with 1st and 10 here. Looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Lets it go quickly. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Great job by the defender coming up with that tackle that'll keep him short of the first down. I think the quarterback thought his receiver could win any one-on-one battle, but this defender makes a heck of a play, and now we got fourth down.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Back to throw again. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. The Gators pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Well, this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
This is becoming a productive drive. A first down at the 47. Receiver in motion now. First down, looking to throw the football. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. On the move now. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Even though that was incomplete, that was a savvy play by the quarterback to escape the pocket and the pressure to avoid taking the sack there.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. To throw, it's Lagway. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this third down. We'll see what happens with the decision on fourth down, but the defense looks at a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. That's solid pursuit, though. Trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
Will have to kick it away. On he comes for his second punt of the game. It's a low punt. Won't travel very far. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And the Gators offense retakes the field. This has been an uphill battle for both offenses. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
Important second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of hitting the offense deep, it's a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Scanning the field. It's Stockton. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it third and manageable? And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Georgia.
Incompletion makes it second down. And he drops back in the gun. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! What a grab by the junior. First down here for this offense.
First down. Florida 10, Georgia 7.
A new set of downs after that completion. It's a toss play to the right. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap, he turns it around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, the way they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. To throw, it's Stockton. It's an out route, the catch made, and the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Dogs churn out another first down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Pressure is coming. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the fourth quarter, trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
Need some important yards here on third down. A field goal try here would be from 59 yards out. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Running out of time in the pocket. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Oh, so close to coming up with that conversion here on fourth down in the fourth quarter. Close football game. Now you got to rely on your own defense to come up with a stop and hope you get one more chance.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Finding away with the running game. The Sun were able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, we've seen backs have bad days before, but this is about as bad as it gets. This guy can't get positive yards. It's a combination of not using his vision, the offensive line not opening up any holes, and this offense as a whole is struggling, and that's why they're losing this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's caught. It's Wilson. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's third down, but he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Punt lands at the 6, but heads into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Looking to throw again. Grab down the middle. It's Frazier. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. Defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
Here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. He's got it. Enough for a first down. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. Fourth down conversion gives them a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. They get to the line quickly. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Looking downfield. It's Stockton. Quick throw to his receiver. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? They desperately need it. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Fourth down now, and defensively, you know, you're just asking these guys to make one more stop to seal the victory.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Inside give now from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be first and goal from the 6.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's first and goal. It's an option look. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock.
Well, if you're going to run this option play, you've got to be the one that's dictating the tempo. I feel like the defense right now is doing that. They did a nice job of getting to the quarterback. He didn't get many yards at all here.
Offense facing second and goal. They'll run the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go and to keep him.
And they cut into this lead now on third and goal. Back in motion now. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
Going after, not quite through. So after the late touchdown, they'll kick it away here and hope the defense can hold on to seal this W. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the run. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Looking for a late deep shot. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Chris, this is it. Last shot here. Let's see if anybody can come up with a miracle play.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. They look to throw it here on second down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And that last pass falls incomplete. That will do it. Game over. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.